Okay, she keep calling every single night. And I don't mind, 'cause I'm cute to vibe.
Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. So today we're gonna talk about HVAC. HVAC is stand for heating, ventilation, air conditioning. So air conditioning is a system that creates air temperature and humidity inside the car that makes passenger and driver to feel more relaxed and cool. However, in automotive air conditioning, it gets a harmful effect towards our environment by manipulating a refrigerant between liquid and gas. As we know that most air conditioning in the world are fueled by electricity, and it gets a negative effect towards our environment since it contributes to global warming and ozone layer depletion.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. Today I want to talk about the environmental law. The first environmental law is the Montreal Protocol. The Montreal Protocol is an international agreement that was established in 1987 to maintain the stratospheric ozone layer by gradually limiting the manufacturing and consumption of ozone-depleting substances. Next, all of the major pollutants such as chlorofluorocarbon (CFC), halons and less harmful transitional chemical like hydrochlorofluorocarbon (HCFCs) are subject to binding commitment under the Montreal Protocol to gradually phase them out in both developed and developing nations. The Montreal Protocol aims to reduce the use of 96 ozone-depleting compounds in more than 240 industrial sectors and thousands of users. The second environmental law is the Environmental Quality Refrigerant Management Regulation 1999, number 451. On the basis of Section 51 of the Environmental Quality Act of 1974, number 127, this regulation has been adopted. A person handling an environmentally hazardous refrigerant material in an existing or new installation is subject to the regulation. In any new installation of a building, chiller of refrigerant system, Regulation 4 restricts the use of ecologically harmful compounds as refrigerant. In addition, nobody is allowed to release any refrigerant into the atmosphere before even receiving the Director General's written permission in advance. That's all from me. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Shasivaran. Today I want to review about safety and health issues affecting of the environmental. As we know, this car is manufactured on 1990s. On 1990s, most of the car use direct chlorofluoromethane on HVAC system, which can call HFC curve. The disadvantage of the HFC is when it's emitted to the air, the O2 ozone layer above the earth will deplete. The next disadvantage is this gas contains highly flammable, and it's very high when any accident occurs because it can be explode. The next affecting health and issues is unclean air duct. The unclean air duct transport the molds which spot on the aircon cabin and cooling coil. It can spread bacteria and virus to the car passenger that can make health issues for passenger. Thank you.
Next is the solution. So the solution to the dichlorofluoromethane gas is the introduction of the R134A gas that's being used currently. As you guys know, in front of me there is a Prodoacan shell. Even this car, it uses the R134A gas. It is refrigerant and has an A1 classification with the ASHRAE Society. For those of you all who doesn't know what is ASHRAE, ASHRAE is basically an refrigerant and air conditioning society that is known worldwide, and the HQ is located in America. This means that the R134A gas is not flammable and has a very low toxicity levels. This is because The HFC 134A, or simply known as the R134A, has no chlorine molecules in it and has zero potential in depleting the ozone layer if the gas is being emitted to the air. So next is the solution to the unclean air ducts. So in order to prevent unclean air ducts from circulating in the HVAC system is that we need to clean our HVAC filters regularly. And if there is any leakage in the HVAC pipe, we must handle them promptly, because in order to avoid moisture from building up. Places with moisture can end up being with molds. Thus, unclean air ducts will be circulating in the HVAC system, and it is not safe for the passengers. So there is another way to reduce the mold formation in the HVAC system. It is by running the fan for the 10 minutes after using the AC. So we need to literally off the AC and turn on the fan before shutting down the engine, as this will defrost and helps the evaporator to dry out and prevent any damp from occurring. That's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, so what is our responsibility as an engineering technologist to prevent this issue from happening? Whenever we want to handle the refrigerant, we must always wear the safety goggles. And for the second one, to avoid the skin damage, we must always wear hand gloves whenever we handle the refrigerant or we are servicing the HVAC system. And for the last one, to avoid the asphyxiations, we must conduct the HVAC service or any refrigerant in a well-ventilated space. This is because the refrigerant is heavier than air and can displace the oxygen if we do the service in a confined space. That's all from me. Thank you.